So the title is not clickbait. We really did go thrifting at 7 in the morning.
My God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
Everybody calm down!
It was a crazy day. I didn't even film that much because when I tell you, I was like going at it, trying to go through everything so fast. Like the adrenaline kicked in the moment I walked through those doors. I felt like I was in the Hunger Games or something. Honestly, it truly just feels like Black Friday. You know, like old school Black Friday, like pre-COVID, when Walmart would be, open at like midnight, and people would be sitting outside eating their Thanksgiving dinner with tents outside 4 hours before the doors open. Like the good old days, people pushing and shoving and falling over for TVs. Like that's how it feels every single Thursday at the family thrift outlet. And I forgot how crazy that feeling is. It was so much fun, but like 35 minutes in, my arms started hurting so incredibly bad. About 45 minutes in, I was looking around. I was like, I am not even halfway through the store, and the adrenaline is wearing off. My arms are killing me, and I am so incredibly hungry because I actually woke up so late. I set multiple alarms to like wake up and go, right? Because the location I went to was not the one I had planned on going to. The one I planned on going to was like 25 minutes away from where my friend was staying, or where my friend's place is, where I was staying. It was 25 minutes away, and so I had planned to like wake up early and go, but I was so incredibly exhausted because I got in late the night before. And I just ended up snoozing so many of my alarms, and then it was on my last alarm, my fifth one that I had set, and it was at 6:40. They opened doors at 7, and I was like, I am not gonna I have to make this video. And so I was like, I'm not gonna make it there by 7 if I go to the one I want to go to, the one I used to go to all the time. That's my tried and true. So I like Googled on Google Maps. I was like, family thrift outlet near me, and there was luckily one 15 minutes away. So when I tell you, I jumped up out of bed, I threw on the clothes I wore to the airport the night before, because I did not feel like putting on clean clothes to go thrifting. Threw on clothes, quickly brushed my teeth, threw on my Bostons, and I ran out the door. I barely made it there with like a minute to spare. So I didn't have time to eat. I didn't have time to drink water. Like everything was hitting me about 45 minutes in, like, but I had to stay. Okay, I had to stay. I think I was in there roughly 2 hours. I was in there till about 9 o'clock, going through everything, and it was just such a whirlwind. I do miss it, but man, my endurance is gone, absolutely gone. Let's actually get into this haul. I'm gonna pop it up on the side, and I'll continue to talk while the haul is showing, because if not, we'll be here all day, because I could talk about this experience all day long. So give me a second. All right, we got the haul going on over here. So for those of you that are not from Texas, never heard of this, don't understand what's going on, let me tell you. So the way this place works is very similar. Okay, not very similar, but it's the same concept as the Goodwill bins, right? So everything that didn't sell at their regular locations, the Family Thrift Center, they will come to the outlet, right? Just like you would for the Goodwill bins. Anything that doesn't sell at Goodwill goes to the bins. Also, it's like overflow donations. So the stores get plenty of donations. They cannot put everything out. So they will send some of the overflow stuff directly to the outlet, which is why you can find so many great stuff, or great pieces at the outlets as well. Like you don't have to go to the regular store to find like the best stuff. It's not trash that gets sent to the outlets. Sometimes it's just overflow, or sometimes it's stuff that was priced way too high at the regular store that people just didn't buy it. So now it ends up at the outlet. Very cool, right? Except where it differs from the Goodwill bins is that these locations are obviously have like all the clothes on racks, which is kind of nice, but it's also a lot more overwhelming in my opinion than the bins, because at least at the bins you have like bins, right? But it's only a couple at a time. You go through the bins and then you get a break. Here, no, it's like the whole store is a free-for-all. All the new stuff is put out at the same time. Everyone's out at the same time, and you're going like this for just like racks and racks and racks, and you really just have to like, you can't even sit there and look at pieces, because when I tell you, people are just like grabbing so much. The bins are just grabbing and they're gonna look later. Like I saw I wanted to record it, but I saw like carts with like mountains of stuff. Like people are literally just grabbing. So anything you like kind of see that catches your eye that you think might be cute, you just like throw it into your cart and you check it later, right? And honestly, going through racks is, I feel like it's more exhausting than just the bins. But you'll see like the same kind of people there as well. You'll see like the Caribbean people, they are still going in there and they're still looking for all of their shoes. They are fiend for shoes, and I just stay out the way, okay? Just like you do at the bin, stay out the way. And then there's always those moms and families who come in and they're buying stuff, you know, for themselves, but also to send to wherever they're from. You still have those people as well. Then obviously you have, you know, the bins boys, the Depop boys, whatever you want to call them, the reseller boys. They're out there running and doing their thing as well. So all the same people that you see at the bins are also here. So don't get it twisted, that's the same. But where it also differs is like the pricing. So at these locations, everything, it's not by the pound, it's like a set price. So Thursday, everything new drops, and it's $2.25 for everything in there. Sweatshirts, jeans, jackets, pants, shorts, tank tops, everything is $2.25, right? And then every day after that, like it drops by like 50 cents, I think, to Friday, and then after that it's 25 cents, 25 cents, 25 cents, all the way down until Wednesday, where it's 25 cents for everything in the store. But the kicker is that they only restock once a week. So that's why it's so crazy at 7 a.m. on Thursdays, because that's when all the new inventory drops, and they will not put out new inventory again until the next like following Thursday. So that's why everyone goes crazy. They try to get their Thursday, because nothing new will be dropped in between. This is not like a regular thrift store where it's like, oh, I can go every other day and find something new. Like, not really. Because even once it gets closer, like starting like Monday or Tuesday, they actually start blocking off sections of the store to start putting out like the newer stuff, because you saw how big this store was. Like the location is huge, so you can't do all of that on Wednesday. So they'll start blocking off sections of the store to start putting out new stuff, and then they'll shove, you know, all the inventory from the week before over, and that's the section you're allowed to shop in while they're putting out, you know, the newer stuff. So in my opinion, it's a really cool experience. I definitely think everyone should try it. It's not for everyone, but I think it's a fun, like if you're an adrenaline junkie, like I think it's really fun. But it's definitely something you kind of have to build up the endurance for, because I used to be so good at it, and I went in there feeling a little cocky, and I was humbled so quickly. Like I don't know how I used to do that all the time, but I feel like I came out with a lot of like really good stuff, decent stuff. I think I came out close to 30 pieces maybe, spent under $80. I don't remember truthfully, because this was like 2 weeks ago maybe, but I found a little bit of everything, and yeah, I don't even know what else to say truthfully. But I will leave my favorite locations in Houston down below. Those are the only ones I've ever really been to. Actually, I've been to one in San Antonio, and it was decent, but I couldn't go at 7 a.m. so I can't really tell you how good it is at its peak, you know what I mean? But anyway, I will leave my favorite locations down below, and I will leave a link to find some near you if you happen to be going to Texas. I know there's like 7 or 8, I think, in Houston. There's like 2 or 3 in San Antonio, some in Dallas. I think there's some a little bit outside of Austin. Not really sure, but definitely worth checking out in my personal opinion. But other than that, I hope you guys live a happy, beautiful, wonderful life. Sorry this video is a little different than my normal ones. We did not do a whole lot of thrifting footage because, like I said, it was crazy. But subscribe if you aren't already, and I hope you live a happy, beautiful life until I see you guys next time. Love ya. Bye.